on the field at an event, how do you interact with other vendors? How do you get along with them? Because I actually get a lot of comments from ushers or hostesses that caterer is so rude. Do you know I went to meet them? I want to collect food and they insulted me. Not for myself, but even a guest just shoot me off. They just give me one rubbish attitude. Or that guy doing grills is so rude. How can these people be very, very wicked? Imagine that cocktail guy giving me attitude so that I want to just take cocktail and go and serve a guest. Are you in that WhatsApp group? Hello guys, so this is Lovina Emmanuel here. I'm a simple Nigerian event hostess, event coordinator, and event planner in training. I'm just showing off my beautiful skin. So I have a nighttime skincare routine video, very affordable one on my channel here. Click on the link in my bio to watch this video if you want your skin to be as flawless as mine, the skin you are so proud of. Okay, so straight into this video. Actually, I'll be discussing about your interaction with other vendors. So you are on the field at an event, how do you interact with other vendors? How do you get along with them? Because I actually get a lot of comments from ushers or hostesses that caterer is so rude. Do you know I went to meet them? I want to collect food and they insulted me. Not for myself, but even a guest just shoot me off. They just give me one rubbish attitude. Or that guy doing grills is so rude. How can these people be very, very wicked? Imagine that cocktail guy giving me attitude so that I want to just take cocktail and go and serve a guest. Are you in that WhatsApp group? So this is something that occurs frequently at almost every event. You see hostesses running away from even assisting with serving because they're like, these caterers, these servers, they will just insult us for nothing. It doesn't always work like that. So how do you learn? How do you interact with these vendors to get the best out of them for every event? Because they can help you. Yes, they can help you make your work very easy. Because your number one duty as an event hostess is to satisfy the guests. Yeah, satisfaction is your number one priority. Never forget that. And then you need these vendors to help you achieve this priority. It gets is seated, they are famished. It gets is seated, they are very thirsty. And then you need to reach out to this cocktail guy. Imagine you had already had one issue with him or one issue with her. How do you approach them to satisfy your guests? Yeah, so this is like basic human behavior, human psychology, whatever you put it, class. So let's just get right into this video. So I'll be giving 7 tips on how to interact with other vendors to get the best from them to aid your service. 7 tips. Get your pen and paper as usual. So number 1, try to build an informal ground or like a kind of like relationship with them. Okay, so one thing that actually helped me when I get to the event center, I try to look around and see which vendor is working. Even from the entrance, and I see those guys setting up. You see the decorators trying to like hit nail to wood or try to decorate some certain area. I pass and I'm like, hi, good morning, well done. And they are forced to like turn. I'm like, who's greeting me? Oh, hi, good morning. They smile back at you because you smiled and greeted them initially. You understand? So, hi, good morning, well done. You see them next time and you're like, that your job was perfect. It was so fine. You're like, oh my god, okay, nice. So you're trying to like build an informal relationship. I know it's a formal setting, everybody's here to work and all, but at some point you might have to like gist with them from time to time, throw jokes. It is like a workplace, yeah, but it can be fun. Yeah, so when you're not so uptight or you're not so carrying your face very strong and everything, you tend to see that there's a flow in interaction and your relationship become better, and then they can serve you better. Imagine someone I just greeted before coming. When I go back to the person to say, please, I need so and so and so, even if I say it's for myself, do you know they'll give you? Yes, they'll give you. So number 2, compliment them and their service, like the service they offer. Okay, so I know I already said it was part of like a tip to build an informal ground with them, relationship with them, but it also helps. So imagine if it was you that somebody came and met you and like, baby, you're looking so fine, your service was top notch. How would you feel? You feel good, right? You feel good, they are being complimented. So that's how it works for every single person, every single vendor. So you meet the cocktail guy, for instance, and you're like, oh my god, I like your decoration, your bar and everything looks so fine. They'll be like, thank you. And maybe next time you're like, your drinks are so nice. Like you're complimenting them. When you even back to them, like, well done, can I get a cocktail for myself? They'll give you, because you've complimented them, it made them feel good. One way you get people's attention or you get people to even really like you is to put their own interest above yours, to genuinely be interested in them, genuinely go out of way to ask them questions about their service, like you really want to know more about them. I've had a situation where I went to the guy and I'm like, I really like your service, I like your arrangement, your delivery, can I get your complimentary card? Because if I have an event sometime in the future, I'd like to get you guys to serve. Then I never had, like, there was no event in the future, but I just took the complimentary card, and believe you me, for every time I came to meet them, like I get there to be served, or I even need a cocktail, they were willing to give me. In their mind, they're like, this is my potential customer or potential client. But just imagine, I did not take that bold step. I did not put their interest first. You understand? Or you see the caterer and you're like, mommy, I've been getting so much nice reviews about your food. Do you know how she would feel or how he would feel? They'd be so happy. So for every time you come to meet them, you are very polite, you greet them, mommy ejo, if it's a Yoruba setting, mommy ejo, or if it's an Igbo setting, Ninebiko, give me this, give me that. This guest wants this guest wants that. And later on you're like, mommy, please, I'll come back later for my own food, that kind of thing. The kind of interaction you're giving them, imagine someone you don't know, a caterer, a vendor, you're calling the person mommy, you're calling the person daddy. It's kind of like breaks that bridge. You understand? And then there's a very, very free flow of interaction. And then your service showing where you serve, because now you're serving your guests properly. When you need food, you can just look at me, then mommy, please, I have a guest that needs food. If she's shouting at other people to get out, she won't shout at you to get out. Number 3, smile at them and be friendly when they try to ask questions or try to talk to you. Okay, so from time to time at any given event, you get 1 or 2 vendors come up to you as an usher and be like, excuse me, this one, smile, respond positively, be friendly. So that way they know that, okay, this is someone they can actually really talk to. That's how you can also build an interaction. Number 4 is to also make their work easier. So let's say, for instance, they're actually serving and they've served this role, served that role, like served like 3 or 4 roles, and they're coming back with 3. You can easily assist in saying, okay, you know what, this is where you stopped, continue here, this person just came, can you serve this person? You're making their work easy, so they don't have to they always can count on you to help them direct the flow of their service. They count on you to help them make sure that guest is also like properly served. So it's as if you're both helping each other, and when they say they can count on you, they can actually go all out for you. 5 is feed them. Okay, so this one works like magic. In as much as sometimes, in as much as you know that guests are priority, they're number 1, you have to make sure that the guests have eaten or they are being served first before any other vendor is. But when you get the opportunity to eat, because a time will come when they'll say, okay, you know what, hostess is going to eat one by one and everything. If you can, try and get food for all these other ones, the photographers, the videographers, the DJs, the cocktail, those other people that are not serving food, but they can't leave their duty post to go and get food. Getting food for them will just score you like a big point for them. They will go all out to make sure that your service is smooth. So don't forget to feed them. Get food for them if you can. Now, 6. So acknowledge them as humans too. acknowledge them as humans too. They are humans the same way you are human, the same way you get tired, the same way you slouch because you are tired, because you've been working all day. The same way they are too. For instance, the caterers, the servers, those guys that carry food to serve, they are humans too, yeah. So they've been working and they're tired. Acknowledging them also, you see them washing plates, you see them doing all those menial jobs. Acknowledging them, oh, well done, I know you're trying, you do well, that kind of stuff. It's also like a compliment, but it shows your empathy for them. It goes a long way. You see them, they want to do things for you actually. So I worked at an event where I needed plate and spoon to serve a guest, and the guy was like, don't worry, don't stress yourself, I'll help you. And I was like, thank you. Yes, and that's because before then, he was trying to carry a plate from a table, and the spoons fell off the plate to the ground. So imagine his hands were already filled with plates. So literally, ideally, he would have just kept the plate down and started picking up the spoon and doing everything. I just told him, you should not worry. I bent down and I picked the spoon. That simple act already. He looked up and he smiled and told me thank you, and I told him, you're welcome. Chicken, when next I went there to collect food, he was like, they're like, no plate, or you go wash plate. He was like, don't worry, I'll help you and wash it. He went, he washed plates, washed the spoon, and gave me, and like, take serve you. He even willingly said he will help me carry the plates to my guests. Like, just for that small act. So always go out of your way to make sure you acknowledge them. This also aids smooth service. Number 7, lastly, always give them good remarks if you are in the position to like say a thing or two about their service. Okay, so sometime last week, a client, a guest actually popped up to me, and she was like, oh, she wanted the contact of the decorator that they did. Actually did a very good job. This is one decorator that really gave us like tough time. I worked as a coordinator for that event. She gave us tough time. If I was really a bad person, hey, I would have told the woman that this decorator really gave us tough time, and this, that. But at the end, with our supervision and sharing of ideas and everything, the whole came out looking good. So I actually said, okay, you know what, she's actually a very good person. See, they have very good service delivery. So I did give them good remark, and I shared their contacts with the guest, which reached out to the lady and said, one of your coordinators, Lovina Emmanuel, gave me a contact. She said, you're really good. Do you know that woman before the end of the event came to meet me? I was like, thank you very much. This is someone that we did not even get. We didn't really get along because my job there was to make sure everything was in place. As a coordinator, I had to make sure everything was in place. The brief said that the aisle must have so and so and so color of flowers. Please, we had it not yet. Let's make sure everything is well. And they don't want to be like told what to do. They believe that this is their job. They know it's more than you. So we had like a clash. But she came to me and she was like, thank you for giving her my contact. A built relationship. So make sure you are on good terms with the vendors. They aid in making your service very, very smooth. I hope this video helps you achieve best service ever and helps in improving your interaction with other vendors. If this is the kind of content you would like to see continually, kindly subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, drop your questions, please. Drop your questions in the comment section, and I'll definitely put an answer to them. Thank you for watching. Bye.